been talking, I think, for a number of days now about credit default swaps really around the world, both at the bank level and at the country level, continuing to widen out. That trend continues. You've got Credit Suisse now at a new cycle high. You've got Commerce Bank at a new cycle high. You've got Colombia, the country, Colombia at a new cycle high. And then you've got significant moves elsewhere, for instance, in Brazil, in India's state bank, and so forth. So, and all that obviously comes on the heels of, this just unbelievably bad German consumer confidence number. So that is a new all-time low, which is actually the newest all-time low in a string of 4 consecutive all-time lows. Swedish consumer confidence just hit its all-time low. And, you've got Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Ireland all reporting, negative growth in retail sales. So all of that obviously, paints a pretty bleak picture. We'll be digging into that quite a bit on our macro themes call tomorrow.
Yesterday was one of the biggest days in U.S. history from a put buying perspective in all the U.S. listed credit ETFs, like, bank loans, BKLN, LQD, even, obviously HYG, which were short those. Can you walk through like that? Like what I tried to basically say is, well, no shit. They're trying to hedge what they can't get out of.
It's an interesting system, and it's an incredibly complex system, but ultimately it's actually a really simple process. I think the question is really, does it sort of, at what, I still like your Slinky analogy yesterday about how, the first few steps are orderly and then it sort of gets a little bit disorderly. And by the time you're at the bottom of the staircase, the thing is just, going completely all over the place. So I think it's just, kind of trying to measure and map where we are, if you will, down the staircase. And that's why I keep bringing up CDS, because that has sort of like an absolute reference point. In other words, that sort of 300 level is kind of the key. And as you see this sort of, this convergence toward that level on the part of the big banks in the US, but around the world, that's when, if you will, you get sort of further along down the staircase. So that's kind of how I think about that.
Hey there, Hedgeye Nation, or if you're not part of Hedgeye Nation, thanks for watching Hedgeye on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the button below there. Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can also follow the link in the description to our website to get even more great investing content.